What's up guys, and welcome to another video. This video takes place in 1985, and as always, I hope you enjoy these stories. My condolences go out to the victim's family. We live in a crazy world, so remember to protect each other and watch your surroundings. With that being said, let's get into it. On December 22nd, 1985, at around 4 a.m., a security guard at Indianapolis's now defunct Lafayette Square Mall noticed a lone vehicle parked in the lot. The car's presence struck a chord since he remembered seeing it in the same location the previous night. Approaching the vehicle, he saw a lone female occupant slumped over the steering wheel. Despite numerous attempts to wake her, she did not respond. He gently opened the unlocked car door and discovered the woman had died. The woman was identified as Frances Derr, 70. Her niece, Mary Beth, had reported her missing only hours before her body was found. Frances was discovered fully dressed, sitting in the driver's seat of her white 1985 Oldsmobile Cutlass Sierra, with her purse beside her. While initial findings suggested a natural death, a subsequent autopsy revealed evidence of foul play. Frances's body showed signs of a horrific beating, including a broken rib, serious bruises on her chest and head, and defensive wounds on her wrists and arms. Additionally, a deep ligature mark was visible around her neck. The autopsy revealed she had been strangled to death with her necklace. Her car was parked in an unusual spot on the lot, 3/10 of a mile from the nearest mall entrance, in an overflow parking area used by the mall and a local movie theater. Investigators discovered the theater entrance was only 200 yards from Frances's car. Detectives quickly put together a timeline of Frances's last known movements. She withdrew $100 from her Indiana National Bank account around 2 p.m. on Friday, December 20th. After the bank appointment, she went shopping at Lafayette Square Mall and a local florist between 2:30 and 3 p.m. It is believed that Frances then returned to her home on West 44th Street. Her movements after that are unknown. However, a movie theater employee verified seeing her car parked in the lot around 6 p.m. on Friday. Initially, robbery was assumed to be the motive for Frances's death, but this notion was questioned following a search of her vehicle. While Frances's purse lacked cash, the contents were mostly undamaged. Her credit cards, wallet, and car keys were all inside the handbag. Furthermore, the jewelry Frances was wearing, including the gold necklace used to strangle her, was not removed. Adding to the doubts about the robbery motive, around $40 in recently purchased mall products was found in the trunk of Frances's car. Frances lived alone and was mostly retired at the time of her death. Before her retirement, she was the distinguished director of ticket sales at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Frances was a trailblazer in her industry, the first woman to hold an executive position at the Speedway. She had the office for 30 years, retiring in 1980. Until her death, Frances worked part-time as a secretary at the Speedway. An Indianapolis Star article states, "To say Derr had an impact on the growth of the Indianapolis 500, to its popularity, to its reputation as the greatest spectacle in racing, would be an understatement. There is no way to overestimate what Derr meant to the race in her 3 decades heading ticket sales," said Donald Davidson, IMS historian. Despite conducting over 100 interviews, friends, family, and neighbors reported no known enemies of Frances. To generate leads, a $6,000 reward was offered for information on her death. Unfortunately, the limited tips collected led to dead ends, and the case eventually went cold. Frances's great-niece remains committed to solving Frances's case. Through a Facebook group dedicated to the case, she expresses her belief that a now deceased, high-ranking former employee of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway was responsible for Francis's death, but she does not name the person. The murder of Francis Derr remains unsolved,